as long as the idea remains viable and lucrative, typically start seeing kind of a hockey stick thing happen. If those founders that were successful had a crystal ball, they would take their shares at the moment that they were assigned them very early on, which is basically the lowest possible value they could be, and put them into certain trusts that would protect from the estate tax and other things. You may have a company created that has no outside investment and everyone is putting in sweat equity. It's really unknown on day one whether or not it's going to succeed. Ultimately, at that time, you can transfer those assets out of your estate for estate tax purposes at really nominal values. Mm-hmm. But I can't tell you the number of times that I've heard from a startup founder, oh yeah, our company is worth very little. And I say, okay, I know you think that, but the reality, if you're going to do a lot of this planning, you need to substantiate the fair market value of the company at the time that you make these transfers. And that requires what's known as a qualified appraisal. Qualified appraisers are a legitimate profession that will look at chances of success and chances of failure and other types of companies in similar situations and
path of the growth
and the path of the growth. And so it's really not a sure thing just because you haven't had someone else tell you what your company's worth. If I could say anything to founders, I would say seriously consider doing some of this planning on basically day one. Mm-hmm. Maybe day two.